Guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but we've been really busy here. We've renovated our house quite a bit and done other little things, so I really haven't had time for YouTube, but I'm about to really start getting into it again because I'm really feeling my hair and I'd like for you guys to see that. So on July 3rd, I will be 5 months locked. So this is kind of like my 4.5, a little over half month video. And I'm going to show you a picture of how I started. And this is how it's going. Look guys, yes. Let me give you a back shot. So I retwisted my hair not too long ago. I've done all of this myself and I think it's looking pretty good. So this is at 4.5 months locked. So I'm just gonna share with you some things that have happened, what I've learned, and I'm gonna show you how I moisturize my hair as well. So I posted a 1 and 2 month video. I think I did not do a 3, just so there could be some more progress. But in that amount of time, I'd say the majority of my hair is completely locked, meaning if I try to get in there, there's no way of doing so. It is completely matted together. I'd say the issues I'm having the most are with my back row. Like, man, like some of those just won't lock. And I'm not sure of the reason for that exactly, if it's because when I wash or what's exactly going on. But the back, some of them are locked, but I'd say the majority of the ones that are struggling that I've had to twist again and again are the ones in the back or around the edge. These ones in the front edge are doing pretty good. As you can see, they're thick and juicy. So the majority of my hair is pretty much locked. And so I made a video a while ago about the rough stage of like the beginning of your locks, how it's like super duper a struggle, right? And I feel like I'm getting past that because this last time I didn't retwist for about 6 weeks, which for me was a lot because I was struggling. But when I wash it, I find that you can actually see the lock forming. It's not just one big frizz, which is what it was before and why I was struggling with that, especially having to go to work and all of that and not looking completely rough. And so now I've kind of come to terms with how it looks and I'm okay with it. I'm in love with it. I really like it. So I don't need to retwist all the time, especially after every single wash, because when I retwist or when I wash, you can still see like the form of the lock, right? It's just a little bit of frizz. The frizz has decreased significantly. Before it looked like one big ball, and now you can see the lock with the frizz around it, and so I'm able to feel more confident in lasting longer between retwists. But I do have some frizz and there's a lot of budding going on. I don't know if I could find a good one for you. Back, I don't know if you're able to see this, but you can see the budding here that's going on. And then the ends are really like twisty still. So that's pretty much how it's looking and what's going on. I probably wash my hair every 1 to 2 weeks, depending. And I'm using the same process that I used in previous videos. I'm using my Intense Medicated Head and Shoulders followed with the Cream of Nature Moisturizing Shampoo. And I've seen a lot of things on here about people saying it unraveled their locks or don't use moisturizing things. I personally haven't had an issue, but my hair is not a finer texture, so I don't know if that makes a difference. But to me, that's my moisturizing because I do not put conditioner in it. And I do want it to feel soft, and that shampoo really makes it feel soft. So I'm using that, in place of a conditioner, at least for now. Once I feel more confident that they're like completely locked, I'll add conditioner to my routine, but right now I'm not trying to have no buildup. So I've been avoiding that completely at this point. The next thing I want to update you on is the seborrheic dermatitis, which I've talked about before. So on and off, I have had little outbreaks. And like I said, it's very indicative of this bright spot around here. But right now, it's not particularly bothering me. I have had times when it does, and I use hydrocortisone for that. If it gets really intense and really bad, I will go to the dermatologist. But at this point, I'm happy with the way I'm maintaining it myself. But I know the routine since high school. So there's certain medicated shampoos that I have to get through the doctor that I try to avoid when I can because they're steroids. But if it gets bad again, I have no shame in using science and going to use those. But right now, I think I'm pretty okay. It hasn't been like kicked up and really bad. Just a little burning around my sebaceous glands sometimes, and the hydrocortisone really fixes that. Another thing I'm really happy about is my edges. So I've had a few things with my edges. I had a tapered cut, so my edges were gone. And then I have anxiety. So a lot of times with anxiety, I will pull my hair. I cannot control it. I've been doing this since college and diminishing my edges for years. So this wasn't tight styles I was doing. This was all my fault. I did this to me. But I've been trying my best to leave them alone. I still pull them at times because it's kind of like just a habit I can't break. Not even a habit. I think it's just like a condition I have. So sometimes I do, but it's not as bad. I'm trying to really get control of that. And as a result, my edges are a lot more full. I do have this part right here, but otherwise from here back, it grew so much I was able to twist it into the locks on both sides. And on this side I have this little patch here too, but from here back I was able to grow it out to where it attaches to the lock. Okay, now my hair doesn't lay. I have I think it's 4C, but don't fight me. So I can't how people have they dreads and then the edges are laid. My edges don't lay, so I don't even attempt. And so what you're gonna see is normal black girl edges. Ain't no laying down in here. I cannot lay or slay these edges. I learned that many years ago. So I think those are the biggest things to share. The routine. Every couple of days, every day I spray with this, except right after I retwist it because I want it to last longer, so I'll wait a couple of days and just leave it. But otherwise, I'm putting this mixture in my hair, and in this bottle is a mixture of distilled water. You want to use distilled water because it lacks all the impurities of regular faucet water, and rose water in here. This is the rose water that I use for my hair. I bought 3 of these when I started this journey, and it lasted me quite a bit. I kind of do part distilled water, part rose water, found on Amazon. After I spray with this, okay, every couple of days, after I spray with my water, which again is a daily thing, I have started a leave-in conditioner that I use now. I was worried about this as far as build-up, but my hair was feeling really dry, and so I was like, forget it, I'm gonna try it. This one is water-based. The first ingredient, if you can see, is water, and so I felt like water is soluble. Obviously, it's a solvent. And so I was like, I'll use this. So this is the Aussie Hair Insurance Leave-In Conditioner. I spray this in my hair every couple of days. And I follow that up with this. This is the Main Choice growth oil. This smells amazing. If only for the smell, use it for that. And I follow it up with this. Okay. I want to make a point to say that For oiling my scalp with my skin condition, I do not oil my scalp. So all of this goodness is not from putting oil on my scalp directly. I could never. I would break out, mentioned in like every video. So this oil is going straight onto my hair. So everything that you see here, all this moisture and awesomeness is not from oiling my scalp, okay? The only thing I'll put on my scalp is water. So occasionally while I'm in the shower, I'll put water on my hands and just moisturize it into my scalp. But that's the only thing that touches my scalp, and that's the only way I'm able to have locks and not wash my hair so much and not be in a really bad condition. The last thing I wanted to show you is the gel that I use for my retwist. So when I do my retwist, I use this oil again on the hair that needs to be retwisted, so at the root, but I try to avoid my scalp as much as possible. And this is the gel that I use. Pro tip, I was at 5 and Below, and they have this same brand for like sunburns, and it's the huge bottle, and obviously it's 5 and Below, or just 5 Below, I think it's called. You know what I'm talking about. You can get a huge bottle for $5, so I bought a couple, so I'm good for a really, really long time. It's a lot cheaper than what these are on Amazon, so check your local 5 and Below and see if it's there. Otherwise, guys, that's all I have for you. This is my hair at 4.5, almost 5 months locked. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to be more consistent from here on out, but here you go. This is almost 5 months locked. Thanks, guys. Like and subscribe. Bye.